Welcome back to Boruto Review, episode number 104. Yeah, normally I do these four specials. Nope. But because the Boruto anime has not officially come back yet, I figured though why not use the specials for to talk about the manga for Boruto. I have not officially heard any word yet of when this particular anime is coming back yet. I have heard when Black Clover is coming back. July 7th. It could be like not long after that. It could be Return of Boruto, but no official release date. No date basically announced yet. First we have, now this is basically a review of Chapter 47 of the Boruto manga, Predestined Fate, which is one of a common ranges of Kawanaki. Chapter starts off pretty much where the last chapter left off, where it gets started to the fight between Jagan and Ikoji, and of course Boruto watching this. And Boruto and everybody else watching this, of course, see him activate his like form, and Abo basically saying, "You've seen this happen before." And will you figure out what who he really is under this mask? Yeah, who he is. Just lots of growing, and like a little bit of explanation exactly like, he's burning again. Recover from the battle against the two of you. Also continue shrink and turn on fire flame mountains. Seems like a rather abrupt way to kill Roski. And Sasuke pointed out, you pay attention? You're still a dunce, huh? You've not been listening? He's got karma. As long as you get the karma, the Akatsuki don't die. They keep resurrecting. Yeah, of course he explains mostly the same thing we hear before, like vassal, stuff like that. And of course, Abo agrees. That is correct, Sasuke. Keep the rest of things. It was mentioned earlier that his key was to reincarnate rather than the unsuitable Jagan will be able to stop him. It'd be the end of the world. But doesn't make any sense. If Jagan were to die, taking his with him, Monkey would be the sole remaining vessel. We might do Akasa's hands. Isn't that right, Amando? Don't tell me. The whole thing was set up for Saki from the get-go. And of course, Kawanaki comes in. Yep, we see brief camp by Sasumari. Yep. Where he proceeds, and of course, looks like he's about to attack. He pretty much is attacking Amando, and he's stopped by Sasuke, who basically kind of chops pieces of part of his arm. And of course, they're like, Kawanaki, you alright? Don't you come in here? And of course, long time no see, Kawanaki. You seem well. Amando, what are you plotting? I don't appreciate the accusations. This is so misunderstanding because it's complicated. Let me finish explaining, and you'll see what I mean. Go on, spill it then. Be nice and simple, so we understand. Alright. Jagan will likely burn to death in more a few minutes. Let's get inside of him. When Akatsuki dies, the transferred one vessel begins automatically. Even if Akatsuki is in control of it. Yeah, it basically explains like, okay, burn, and of course they claim Kawanaki's karma. And Boruto's like, wait a second, don't tell me. If I kill Kawanaki, what happens? And he's like, well, that's one option. And Boruto's like, that's not funny. Got follow. Calm down. It's about time. It's about time. Let's turn back to the feed. And he's like, watch closely, because this guy's going to shoot for him. What? He's going to resurrect? But how? I thought his vessel was already dead. Yeah, he died. Medically, that is. But that is not a Taku vessel. The important corpse. And apparently, Kawanaki's arm activates. He activates, his karma just magically activates. Like, what? Kawanaki, okay? And Boruto's like, what's going on? Grabs him by the freaking collar. What's happened to him? And Sasuke's like, stop, Boruto. He's like, would you be quieter for a bit? I'm seeing this for the first time, too. And then Kawanaki's able to repel it. Come right page. It stopped? Hey, want to hear me? Stop, Kawanaki, left arm. It looks at the arm, looks like it's gone. No more, huh? The karma, it's gone. Whoosh. More running. And we slowly see basically got transferred. Right, the vessel. All karma implanted in our vessels simultaneously erased. Altogether cease to exist. And we see him in his form, this form here, where he is basically kind of like his fully grown back. We finally meet Tusky. We attack him. Throw some kunai at him. Looks like we see like a spot on the throne. Looks kind of like the symbol for 10 tails. Yeah. Everyone's like, Hashikage, right? Yep. We finally figure out who he is. Who's underneath that mask. And the mask slowly gets removed. It's cracking. And who was under that mask? Now I understand. I'm one to cling to that man's mighty fate. To the minus possible change. Kashi Kojin, clone of Jiraiya of the Great Three. Wow. So, okay. That you shall die here, that was predestined by your genes. Next have to come on July 20th. Oh my. Jiraiya's clone. Now, there was a theory rolling around for quite some time that Kojin was in fact Jiraiya. Which, from what I can tell by this revelation, that's partially true. He's Jiraiya, but he really isn't. He's more like, they say he's Jiraiya's clone. Which, I'm thinking about it like, how is that possible? Jiraiya's body was covered with chakra rods and dumped at the bottom of the frickin' harbor where it was impossible to get, unless somehow Kira must have found a way to get down as far deep the body was and get a sample of his DNA. That or, and this is my personal theory, they must have had there was some DNA left over on the frickin' rocks he blood spilled on. But that was over 20 years ago in story. So, how in the world can blood still be there? No idea. It's particularly never been explained of how the heck they got. Hopefully they explained how the heck this happened in the next chapter. But my gosh. Wow, what a shocking chapter. So it looks like Kwanaki is no longer a vessel for karma, which I'm like, that's interesting. If that's the case, then what about Boruto's karma? Does that get erased? I don't know. They don't say anything about his karma, just Kwanaki's. Which is interesting. Yeah. But we have to wait till July 20th when the next chapter comes out, which is almost a month from now. Yeah, because one thing I've noticed, though, when it comes to this particular series, it's always for at least the 22nd every month. My guess is because it's exactly 1 month after, basically, this time, that they decided to switch up a bit. That's just my personal guess. But this is definitely a good chapter. I give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10. Great chapter. Can't wait for the next chapter to come out. Okay, so that's it for this particular review, and that's it for video today, because I have no other videos planned for today. When the next video will be? Maybe tomorrow. I might do an open topics video discussing my thoughts on the new initiative for the X-Men. Even though it's been like a year since it happened, so I'll discuss it, definitely. Probably tomorrow. But after that, the only video I can think of is probably on Tuesday, talking about a new chapter of Black Clover. I have not checked Fire Force Case Clover. I'm going to check soon. See if they have released new chapters. If they have, well, great. If not, well, don't worry about it, okay? So, see you next video. Bye.